With the Waratah League in its final stages, I thought I'd get the expert opinion of former Sydney King B.J. Carter, coach of the Sutherland Sharks. And this is an interesting time of the year, especially with players going back to college and players playing in the preseason for their NBL teams. Personnel really becomes key, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely, and you see it with Manly there. They're coming home with a wet sail because they've got their guys back.
Did you guys get the advantage of playing some teams that maybe didn't have their guns early in the season? So important to win those?
Yeah, it was definitely important for us. We needed to get off to a good start. We've been wooden spooners for the last 2 years, so any win was a good win for us, and we're just trying to carry that through into the finals, which we've secured at the moment.
How were you able to turn it around? I mean, Sutherland, they're notorious for good players, but seeing Sutherland struggle was kind of something that we weren't used to seeing.
Yeah, especially like I said, being wooden spooners, it was hard to be on the outside. I took 2 years off and completely away, but yeah, it wasn't easy seeing them at the bottom of the table. But I don't know what it is, whether it's me yelling or whether it's just getting these guys believing in themselves. We've got a good group there, and we go 12 deep, and I've got a good assistant, good coaching staff. So so far so good.
Predictions for the Waratah League have been very difficult, so I thought I'd get BJ in on it, and so he can kind of take some of the responsibility if it doesn't go so well. But first up, we'll go Bankstown versus Newcastle. What do you think?
I think with the backcourt of Jason Cadee and Steve Markovich, I think Bankstown will get that one, and especially Jason Cadee's playing some great basketball at the moment.
Yeah, no kidding, dropping 54. The next one would be the Central Coast versus Maitland.
I'm going with an upset here. I think Maitland will get that one on the road. I think both two teams are playing for their lives, but I think Maitland and Reuter, I think they'll get that done.
Yeah, some good talent out on the floor there. How about Hornsby versus Hills?
Hills has been a team I've liked all year. They're a bunch of guys that just play hard, and I think Hills will get that win.
Yeah, Hornsby's struggling a little bit too. And then Illawarra versus Manly.
Illawarra have a team, they beat us twice and they're at the bottom, but I think, I said it before, Manly are coming home with a wet sail. I think they're just going to be way too good.
Yeah, it's the league this year is really unpredictable like that. How about Penrith, who's in good form, versus Norse?
Penrith, bunch of young guys, they play really hard. Angus Brandt, he's just a big body to deal with, but I think Norths gave us a touch-up last 2 weeks ago, and I just think they're going to be too good, Norths.
Yeah, they're pretty deep. And then the Comets versus Sutherland Sharks.
Yeah, I don't want to predict that game. I just suggest people come out and watch. So I think it's going to be a good game. They got us last time. We let them get a 17-point lead against us. We brought it back to our credit, but they've just got veteran heads that know how to win. So it's going to be a tough game for us.
Yeah, good win, but if you can pick that one up. How about Hills versus the Central Coast?
Again, Central Coast playing for their lives, but I think Hills are going to get a double this weekend.
All right. And then the last one is Penrith versus the Comets.
I said it before, veteran heads with Sydney, young legs with Penrith. Penrith again play hard, big body with Angus Brandt, but I think Sydney will come home with that one. But we might try to beat them up a little bit and help Penrith out.
All right, there are BJ's predictions. I agree with just about all of them. I'm going to go with Sutherland in their win. He's going to be a little modest here, but I don't know what the meaning of modest is. But thanks, BJ, for coming on the Waratah Wrap.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks to BJ Carter from the Sutherland Sharks, taking his time to give us some tips. Now let's transition over to the ladies. First up, we go to Bankstown Stadium where they take on Newcastle. I like Bankstown because they were up and down for a while, but Adrian Bywater is back, and so are the Bruins. Hornsby Spiders versus the Hills Hornets. Now this is the match of the round, and the Hills Hornets are the hottest team in the competition. I don't like to tip against them, but I am this week because I can smell an upset. Illawarra, who are just war on the boards, versus the Manly Sea Eagles. Manly yet to win a game this season. I don't think it's going to be against the very strong front line of the Illawarra Hawks. We go out west. Penrith take on Norse. Now Norse is a team that's been on top of the ladder all year, first or second. And Penrith have struggled, been up and down, but Penrith have Rahani Cox, and she is an unstoppable force. I think that's going to get them over the line against the Bears in an upset. Big weekend for the Penrith Panthers, and on Sunday they take on the Sydney Comets, another tough one for them. But 2 home games on a Saturday, Sunday, I got them picking up the double. Thanks once again to BJ Carter, the head coach for the Sutherland Sharks, and helping me out with my tips in the men's competition. If you're at the State Cup, make sure you say hello to me. I'll be at Sutherland, and if there's anything you want on the show, get at us at Basketball New South Wales or tweet me at Carfino Magic. See you next time.